Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to reprogram your speedometer slash PSOM module in your OBS Ford pickup truck. Now there are quite a few of these videos on YouTube, and a lot of them have some pretty good information in them, but they seem to overcomplicate things quite a bit, which is why I wanted to make a, just a simpler video straight to the point. Now this applies to 1992 through 1996 Ford F-150s, 250s, and 350s, as well as Broncos and F Super Duties. This also applies to 1997 F-250s and 350s, as well as the F Super Duty. Please note, if you have a Canadian truck with your speedometer and odometer being in kilometers per hour, for whatever reason, Ford did not change the process of reprogramming the speedometer for the metric trucks. So you will do all the math in miles instead of kilometers. So don't worry, if you have a Canadian truck, just follow this to a T. All this applies to you as well. I learned that the hard way. Anyway, so what we need to do is we need to figure out the revolutions per mile of your new tires. So for example, my 35 by 1250 R15s are 577 revolutions per mile. Now to figure this out, all you have to do is go to www.tiresize.com or a comparable website that will do the calculation for you. Okay, once you have that number, we need to do a bit of math to get to the final number. So what we need is something called a conversion constant. That is the 3-digit number that you input into your dash. Now to get that number, we take that revolutions per mile number and then we times that by the tone ring teeth in your rear end. Now don't get worried, there's only two options. If you have a Ford 8.8 rear end, so F-150 or Bronco, you will have 108 tone ring teeth. If you have a Ford Sterling 1025 rear end, so F-250 or above, you will have 120 tone ring teeth. So you take whatever number applies to you, and then you take that original revolutions per mile and you times them. And then you divide that by 8,000. So in my case, it'll be 577 revolutions per mile times 108 tone ring teeth divided by 8,000 equals 7.7895. Round that up to 7.79, which gives us 779. And now that is the new conversion constant. This is the new 3-digit number that we are going to enter into the truck's dash, which I'll get to right now.
To find the PSOM, first you're going to locate this little single pin connector that says PSOM on it under the dash. It should be attached up here. Mine unfortunately snapped off. And what you're going to do is, you see that pin in there? You're going to ground that out. Easiest way to do it is to take an alligator clip and find a ground. You could use maybe the back of your ashtray on a bolt. I like to go to the ground by my sub. Okay. So once that's done, you're going to put your key in the truck and you're going to hold down the reset button while you turn on the key. And then you should have seen your gauge do a nice sweeping motion and go back, and you'll see a bunch of numbers and letters here. So if you have an American truck, this will say E for English. If you have a Canadian truck, this will say O for overseas. That's just your software revision number, doesn't matter. And then over here, you will see the amount of times you have left to reprogram your PSOM. From factory, you have 6 tries. Mine says 5 because I've already reprogrammed it. And unfortunately, if yours says 0, that means you have 0 programs left and you have to get a new PSOM unit altogether and you are stuck at whatever was last done. Once you do that, you're just going to press reset again. And that's your calibration number. And that's the number that we did all the math for that you're going to input. And then you're just going to press select and the number will start counting down from the factory number, which should be around 900. And you're just going to keep pressing the select button until you get down to the number you want. Obviously, mine's not doing anything because my PSOM isn't grounded out. But if yours is properly grounded out, it should be going down. And yeah, count down to the one you want. And when you're done, press reset to lock it in. Now, be careful with it because if you go past the number, you have to go all the way down to 100. And if you mess up, don't worry. You don't have to use one of your tries. All you have to do is turn the key off and retry. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.